Welcome to this explainer. If you're out there navigating the wild, sometimes completely treacherous woods of cryptocurrency, well, consider this your ultimate survival guide. Today, we're literally strapping on our X-ray goggles. We're going to look deep inside the very fabric of crypto tokens, learning how to X-ray smart contracts so you can stop guessing and actually know exactly what you're putting your hard-earned money into.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever watched a token go up 100x, feeling like an absolute genius, only to check back, say, 48 hours later and see it completely crash to zero? It's a visceral pain, right? I mean, getting rugged after seeing those massive, life-changing gains sitting right there on your screen, it's just one of the absolute worst feelings in the world. But what if I told you that in, like, 90% of those cases, the trap was hiding in plain sight the entire time?
Section 1. The Vending Machine Trap.
Okay, let's dive into this. To understand how these traps are set, we've got to understand the very nature of smart contracts. Think of it kind of like a vending machine. With a traditional one, if you put in a buck and it doesn't drop your candy bar, what do? You unplug it, you shake it, maybe you call the company for a refund. You have some kind of recourse. But a crypto vending machine, totally different beast. When you put your money in, literally nobody can unplug it. The code is permanent, there's no customer service desk, and there are absolutely zero refunds. And that brings us to the harshest truth in crypto. Code is law. The blockchain? It's really just an impartial referee. It doesn't care if a developer is actively trying to scam you. It simply enforces the law written in the contract. Perfectly. Every single time, without exception. Actually, scammers build their entire business models around exploiting three very specific laws of this ecosystem. First up, immutability. Once a contract is deployed, the code cannot change. Even if the whole world figures out it's a scam, it just keeps running. Second is anonymity. The owners of these contracts, they're just faceless wallet addresses. They can steal your funds, nuke their socials, and launch a brand new scam tomorrow without any real consequences. And third, finality. Transactions absolutely cannot be reversed. There are no chargebacks in crypto. Once you click swap, that's it, it's done.
Section 2. Your Etherscan X-ray.
So how do we fight an enemy we can't even see? Well, you have to realize that the shiny website with the cool graphics, the hyped-up Telegram group, that's all just a marketing facade. Scammers will happily drop 10 grand on graphics and literally zero on hiding their code, mostly because they know most degens just never bother to check. The only absolute truth in crypto is the cold, hard contract code on the back end, which you can find on blockchain explorers like Etherscan. Let's move to and see how this builds into an incredibly practical, step-by-step click path to finding that truth. Step 1. Always find the real contract address on a trusted site like CoinGecko. Step 2. Head to Etherscan and look for the green checkmark that says the contract source code is verified. If it's not verified, walk away immediately. Step 3. Check the Read Contract tab. This shows basic settings, like if the owner has given up control. And finally, Step 4. Check the Write Contract tab. This right here is exactly where you hunt for the developer's hidden traps. Section 3. Spotting red flag functions. You know, knowing where to look is half the battle. Now we need to actually hunt for the trapdoors hidden within the code. And don't worry, we don't need to learn complex Solidity programming here. We just need to treat these terms like hazardous warning labels. If you see a mint function, red alert. It means the owner can create infinite new tokens, instantly diluting your share to absolute zero. A pause or trading enabled function, that's basically a jail cell. The developer can just turn off selling for everyone except themselves. Words like blacklist or add bots signal a honeypot trap where they let you buy in but completely ban your wallet from ever exiting. And set fees allows them to execute a slow rug pull, jacking your sell tax way up to 99% right when you try to cash out. But wait, because even if you check all of those boxes, you still need to watch out for the ultimate boss-level scam: proxy and upgradable contracts. These insidious little setups allow the owner to completely swap out the underlying logic for malicious code later on. So think about it. Even if a contract looks perfectly safe today, and even if the owner has technically renounced the proxy, they can literally change the rules of the game at any moment, making the contract incredibly dangerous. Section 4. The numbers that matter. Okay, so code is absolutely crucial, but it's not the whole picture. Let's pivot for a second to analyzing the vital signs and the underlying economics of the token. And honestly, nothing is more vital than liquidity. Think of liquidity as the only actual money that matters here. If the liquidity pool, or LP, is held by some random wallet and isn't permanently locked for at least 6 months, or burned to a dead address, a rug pull is practically guaranteed. The developer can easily just yank all the underlying Ethereum right out of the pool, leaving you holding tokens that are completely, utterly worthless. And this brilliantly illustrates market fragility, which we can represent by a single massive number, 100. We get this score by taking the market cap and dividing it by the liquidity pool size. So if a token has a $500,000 market cap, but only $5,000 in the liquidity pool, your fragility score is 100. This means that a tiny, microscopic 1% sell-off from the liquidity pool will instantly crush the entire chart by 10%. It's a total house of cards just waiting for a slight breeze. We also really need to look at exactly who holds those cards. Checking the top holders can reveal a ton of hidden danger. See, sometimes developers fake a healthy token distribution. They might actually hold, say, 60% of the entire supply, but they hide it by splitting it across multiple, bundled, seemingly unconnected wallets. It looks totally safe to the untrained eye, but when they decide to dump, all those wallets sell at the exact same time and the price absolutely plummets.
Section 5. Your pre-buy checklist.
So we know the code traps, and we know the number traps. Now let's bring all these lessons together into an actionable survival routine that you absolutely must run before every single swap. This is your 5-minute Etherscan routine, and it literally filters out 90% of scams. First, verify the token on CoinGecko. Next, ensure the contract is actually verified on the Explorer. Third, check if the owner has been renounced. Then scan the code for those glaring red flag functions we talked about, like mint or pause. And finally, confirm that the liquidity pool is firmly locked or burned. If even one of these critical checks fails, you must walk away. Seriously, there is no negotiating with bad code.
Now, even if a token passes the checklist beautifully, it could still fail because of simple market mechanics, like maybe nobody else buys it. That's exactly why you absolutely need the 2% rule. Never buy more than you are willing to lose in 10 seconds. In practical terms, one single buy should be a maximum of 2% of your entire crypto portfolio. Surviving these inevitable crypto scams means making sure that a total loss on one token doesn't completely wipe out your entire portfolio. So the crucial point is, remember, you are the security. The blockchain did its job perfectly. It ran the code you approved. In crypto, there is no customer service hotline to bail you out when things go wrong. You are completely and entirely responsible for your own safety. The system works exactly, perfectly, as it's programmed to. Which leaves us with a final provocative question to ask yourself before your next trade. Are you just gambling blindly on a shiny marketing page, or are you finally ready to read the absolute truth hidden in the code before you click swap? Taking those 5 minutes to look under the hood, that is the difference between being a victim and being a survivor. I really hope this explainer has given you the tools to survive and thrive out there. Stay safe and keep X-raying those contracts.